It's Brian Preston, the Money Guy.
This is the question that we got the most feedback on, and I think it is so powerful. If you could tell your 25-year-old self any financial tip in the world, what would it be? And we were trying to figure out, is there something that we can create teachable moments? Was there a theme in the advice? Because these are successful people. These are people who have figured out life. We went and pulled and we looked at the subsection of data that was for people who had $3 million and greater. These are the people definitely life has worked out financially in a good place. What are they saying they wish they could tell their 25-year-old self? And are there teachable things and themes that we can put together from this?
So we pulled out some themes, and we're just going to kind of share the theme, and then we'll kind of walk through some of the exact quotes we have. So the very first theme, no surprise, the one thing that wealthy folks wish that they would have said to their 25-year-old self was, start early and save more.
I mean, and look, it's, like I said, if you want to make your older self, when it meets its younger self in the future, give you a big bear hug and go, thank you for doing this right. It is to start early and save more. And here's the first one. Put your money to work as fast as possible.
Yesterday was the best day. Today's the second best day. Here's the second one. Save more earlier and set it up so that it happens automatically right out of any paycheck. Don't even let yourself see the money. Set yourself up to pay yourself first. Have it happen automatically.
Do one more because I want to close it out with that last one.
All right, next one is save more overall. Spend more on travel and perspective widening experiences. So save more, but also when you do spend money on the things that actually matter.
Yeah, enjoy life. And then here's the last one. I thought this was a great one for this subsection of start early and save more. Start saving 20% now, you moron. And don't touch it for anything. And remember, he's talking to himself. He's not rude. He's just telling his younger self, get to work on saving that money. So here's the second thing we could see in themes on advice you give your 25-year-old self is discipline and control. Man, that sounds familiar and sounds a lot like deferred gratification.
It's a beautiful Money Guy echo. And this is what the first quote says. And I love this because we did this. Both you and I did this, Brian. Live cheap in your 20s and 30s. Let the compounding interest machine set you free. Whenever I go talk to groups of young folks, I just tell them, listen, trust me on this. The first money you save is going to be the most powerful money you ever save. If you can not go do that thing or buy that thing or have that thing, and you can just put that aside, you're going to be amazed at what those dollars can do for you.
And then do without some things. It ties into exactly what you said. Do without some things to maximize retirement savings.
The next one, it's just like, hey, you don't need expensive things. Save. Gosh, you know how much money I've blown in my marriage on expensive things? That, like kids, they have a way with expensive things to kind of make them less expensive. I wish I would have done that better early on.
And then the closing. Don't listen to the negativity from others who've not succeeded.
Oh, that's such a
lot of noise out there, guys, from people who have bitterness in their hearts because it didn't work out for them. Don't let that shape the picture of your financial life. You can do this. And then that leads to the third thing we had on here, life in general. What's some general life advice that was given on what our clients, our successful clients, would tell their 25-year-old self? The first one was, stop trying to be so clever. Not that I would have listened, is what he put in a parentheses afterwards.
I feel like I still try to tell myself that over and over.
Well, and look, even with the financial investing, I think I went through this. I went through and I did individual stocks. I done options. I did, crazy sector funds like the internet fund. So I was always trying to be so clever, outsmarting, just buy the index fund. Quit being so daggum smart.
Here's the next one. And this one, Brian, I've heard this from you so much, and this resonates like deep down in my soul. It says, I don't know if this is financial advice, but I tell my 25-year-old self to enjoy the journey and the people along the way more.
Man, that's powerful.
So I talk about knowing your why and seeing the destination, but there's something about the path. There's something about the journey to getting there. If you can stop and enjoy it, it's going to make it a much more pleasant journey.
And then the last one. This is a great one to kind of close the show out on because this is the best advice that was given in this entire thing. Listen, I didn't write this and you didn't write this.
You said best advice given. You should probably perk up if you're out there in the world.
So start listening and following the Money Guy programs now. With an exclamation point.
That's just wisdom. That's just wisdom right there.
This was so much fun. And by the way, if you could see on here, I have almost a half a page of additional questions that because this was our first year, and I tried on purpose to just ask questions on the survey, draft the survey off of what we thought would be interesting to us, but I could not help but come up with even more questions. And that's what I love about having a living, breathing resource that we're going to be able to go out to every year and talk to our successful Money Guy listeners and clients to get their feedback on this. And I can't help but bring up the point. We have a deliverable that we've shared on what does the portrait of today's millionaire look like. How do you get that, Bo?
Yeah, go out to the website, moneyguy.com, click on the resource page. We don't just have the portrait of the millionaire. We have a ton out there. But if you're curious about how the average millionaire behaves versus how the average American behaves, go check out that deliverable, moneyguy.com, click on resources. It is free and available. Go get it. Go check it out.
And if you guys are wondering, how do we have hundreds of successful clients from Money Guy Show to interview? It's called the abundance cycle. We've been doing this show since 2006. I've been planting seeds in people's brains. They've come, they've learned, because we're just giving it away. You come and learn, you apply these concepts, and what do you know? Over time, it turns into significant wealth. And you're going to probably reach a point where you say, I need a co-pilot. I need somebody to help take this to the next level. And you're going to remember the guys that planted the seeds, and you're going to come back to abound wealth and the abundance cycle. It is so powerful, and it continues to bear fruit. And we thank you. Everybody who prepared the survey, thank you. I hope we're going to send out a special link to our clients that did this. Let them know you are creating teachable content that is going to better the next generation of future millionaires and successful people. And this is going to be a living, breathing tool that we will continue to update over time.
If you're someone out there who has not checked out a live stream, make sure you listen to our live streams, because what we're going to do is when we turn off we're going to leave the cameras on, we're going to turn off the recording, and we're going to do a Q&A. And we're going to give away, one of the questions we had on here was someone saying, how do I get one of those tumblers? It's so easy. You just hang out with us for a Q&A, ask us a really good question that intern Daniel likes, and we will send you a tumbler. And I also had someone else say, hey, I've been following you guys since you were at 21,000 subscribers. And here we sit, as of this recording, at 55,000, a little over 600. Our goal this year is 100,000 subscribers.
We want to close 2020 out at 100,000. Now, look, we started the year right a little over 40,000. We've almost 50% growth in just the first few months. So that's a very bold goal. It's not going to happen unless you guys go subscribe, tell your friends and family, and remember, ring the bell so you get the notifications. That's how you find out when we do guerrilla style live shows or other things that we're doing. You got to go get the notifications, but please go subscribe so we can get this to 100,000. Thank you. Money Guy team, out.